Welcome back to another weekly vlog where I'm documenting my journey to health and fitness. Basically, I'm overweight and I'm using a cycling online platform called Zwift to try and improve my fitness as well. So come along on the journey with us. This week we start off, it's Tuesday today, and I've been on the bike already at lunchtime. I jumped on and did, and it's been a long time since I've done a Zwift workout. And I signed up for the one of the beginner workouts, which is only 2 days a week. And the reason I wanted to pick one that was only 2 days a week is because we have our race on a Thursday, our team race on a Thursday. If you haven't already, come along because it's great fun. And the same goes for the group ride that we have on Saturdays. So that's already 2 rides in my diary set for the week. So I don't want to put too much else in there that's sort of structured and restricted in a way. So I've gone for this, and they're actually around half an hour to 45 minutes, I think, across the 12-week program that it is, twice a week. And I think I could fit that in okay. So yeah, I did that. I've done that at lunchtime today. And I'm going to be honest, and I'll put some footage in here actually while I'm talking about it. I looked at this, I think it was 30-minute workout, and I looked at the watts required, and I'm going to be honest, I thought, well, that's going to be quite easy. My FTP, I can't remember, is around 220, I think, on the last time. And the most this goes up to is 2 minutes at 240. So essentially it starts off with a warm-up, builds you up in watts, then did 2 minutes at 110, step up to 195 watts for 5 minutes, and then 3 intervals of doing 240 watts for 2 minutes, and then a 90 watt, recovery for 2 minutes, and then do that 3 times. And I was quite surprised how come the 3rd interval I was struggling quite a lot, and I think that's probably because the rides I've done so far have been group rides or races, and it's never really that constant power that you need to put into a workout. So you set your trainer to erg mode. It gets, you don't have to shift gears or anything. It's all done by the trainer. So you just have to keep pedaling, and it sets the watt output for you. And I think it's just that constant sticking at the 240 watts that by the end of it, I found quite tough. So I'm quite pleased I picked that up again. I'm not. And I do realise part of the way through, I realised why I'm not a big fan of workouts. They don't work for me because I just end up spending the whole time watching the clock. Whereas when we do the races or the group ride, because we're talking or going all out for a race, time flies by. This feels quite, I don't know, isolated. You clock watch and waiting for the time to tick down. But it did highlight to me how important it was that I probably put something into my weekly schedule to help me improve. So I'm pleased I did it. And actually, I don't quite know why, but I selected the mountain route, and that got me part way up the mountain, and I actually carried on to halfway point where it goes into is it a castle? The little castle goes flat, and then I turned around and came back down again. I didn't have time to carry on any further because I was on my lunch break. So I think I did about 45 minutes, 50 minutes maybe, 15 kilometres in all. But I'm quite pleased I've started that. So that's thumbs up, and I'm feeling it a bit. One thing I have had an issue with, and I don't know how it started, somehow in my wrist here, I've pulled something or hurt something. And it might have been done yesterday. I went to pick up a fridge with my wife for her office, and I might have pulled it then, but I got a feeling it was slightly twinging before that. But I did when I got onto the bike, and I realised because I'm a heavy rider, a lot of my weight is forward, and when I'm leaning on on the handlebars. There's a lot of weight on my hands and my wrists. And it's definitely got worse since that ride this afternoon. I'm not planning on riding tomorrow anyway, because we've got the race on Thursday, so I'm hoping it gets better over the next couple of, over the next day or two. And another piece of news, I've been looking, as I said last week, at a system to manage people signing up to our group rides, because all the applications are all over the place, and I've got to, get the data from YouTube, from Discord and Facebook, and then make sure I've searched through all the comments to make sure I've picked everyone up and invited them to the right rides. So this week a few people are trialling a system called Spond, which looks like it could be a winner, and no doubt by the end of this video we'll know whether we're going to roll it out or not. So stay tuned to the end. That might be the system we use to sign up to our group rides, because it'll ping it out to everybody, every member on that list, whenever we want to set up a ride. So I think that could be good, and then I can print off an easy list of everyone to add to either the race or the group ride. But what it could also mean is I can set up meetups, but I don't have to be there. So, or another team member, if anyone in the, we bring up a great community. If anybody else within the team wants to set up a meetup to fit in other times, for example, we've got some people over in Oz who the time doesn't quite suit, we might be able to do something where we set something else up and I don't necessarily need to go, and that's the sort of platform like Spond that will help me sort of manage all of that, which will be good. But we'll cover that off when we know how well it's gone this week, because I might be talking, it might be rubbish, and therefore everything I've just said is useless. So yeah, we'll wait and see on that. Next time will be the race on the bike. I'm not doing anything tomorrow, just because I want to rest before the race, and I just want to take it down a step this week. I can feel different parts, my knees slightly feeling it. I'm aching a bit more when I'm walking, and obviously I've got the wrist issue. I think because I'm sitting a lot at my desk, and the riding as well, I'm feeling it around my neck and the top of my shoulders. So yeah, I just want to have a bit of a quieter week this week, and not get on the bike quite as much maybe. But yeah, for me it's a positive start to the week, and I'm looking forward to I can't wait for the race. I definitely can't wait for that. And then the group ride. I love the group ride too. So yeah, I will catch you probably on Thursday. It's Thursday, which means it is race day. We have about 40 minutes till we start, so I need to start getting ready. But I thought before I did that, I would just mention a couple of things. So last night's dinner, it was another Gusto recipe. We had falafel wraps, and I tell you what, it's one of those ones in the pack that you kind of look at and think, I'm going to leave that to tomorrow. Leave it till tomorrow. But that's one of the best ones we've had. Just blend it all up in a blender with chickpeas and stuff and herbs and whatnot. Stick it in the pan and then whack it into a wrap. And it was amazing. I'll put a picture in. And so 2 weeks ago, I finished the challenge of 200k within 2 weeks, and my stuff has just arrived. So it came with 3 OTE bars. And these are, so an OTE salted caramel, which is nut and gluten free, which I can't have because that is only vegetarian, it's not vegan, which I'm guessing it's got milk or something in it. But that looks really good. The one that I really wish I could have but can't have is another one. It's Cocoa Nibs Anytime bar. That I'd love to be able to have that, but that clearly that isn't vegetarian or vegan, so yeah, can't have that one. I'm sure someone in the family will, but there is one that is vegan, and it's the Apple and Cinnamon Anytime bar. Nut, gluten-free, 100% natural flapjack. So what are these? These have 257 calories, and things like, oh yeah, bananas, sultanas and stuff in them. So I'll try that one at some point. That's quite good. But the most important thing is I've got the medal. And I know this isn't a particularly important medal, but it's something to sort of signify getting back on the bike for me. It's just a sort of a plastic cutout. You can see through it. See me through it, look. And it comes with this, which I like on this. It says the outdoors awaits, and so that couldn't really sum it up better, could it? So yeah, quite pleased that that's come through. And the one downside today, actually, is I mentioned my wrist. It got worse yesterday, and I was really struggling to type and stuff, but it feels slightly better today. It's going to be interesting how I manage on the bike, putting my full weight on it. I don't know. I'm going to give it a go and see what happens. But I've probably got to go and get ready and get everything set up, make sure the recording's set and all of that sort of stuff. So I'll see you on the start line. Right, we've got 10 minutes to go. Just over 11. And I'm the only one in the starting pen at the moment. And I had a bit of a problem. Is the meetup button kept flashing up, but it disappeared. I had to hover over it and wait for it to appear and quickly press it. So I'm hoping others are not having the same problem. I guess we'll see. That aside, 3 laps of the Fan Flats in Richmond. Nice flat route this week. 17.7k. And I think my aim this week is just to try and stay with that group of Ds for the first lap, if I can. Before I get spat out the back, as will be inevitable. I'm going to message a couple of people and just find out if anyone else is struggling. Hopefully, I'll see you with a couple of seconds left to go and everyone's in and there's no problems. Okay, so we've got 1 minute, 20 seconds left till we start. A few of the guys I think had a problem getting in like I did. Hopefully that's not going to be a problem for many people. Seems to be quite a few people in there saying hi now. So hopefully I've managed to explain the start times well, and the fact that not convinced I got the distance right for the banner at the end, but I think everyone's slightly more aware after last week that that might be the case. Okay, we're going 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, I just need to try and keep up with the Ds. Stay in and try and form a group so I don't get left behind at the start and cause myself all sorts of problems going forward. So I'm going to get my head down and try and get there. I'm winning. Okay, I can't talk much. Just trying hardest to stay with these guys. He's got a nice little group forming. I don't want to lose the back. So I'm going to be a bit quiet for a while. The other categories are probably on their way now, chasing us down 4 minutes in. Shifting up and down between 2 gears. Just a bit harder and a bit easier at different spurts. I think the first C is coming up behind us. 28 seconds back, S Greaves. I can't keep this pace going for the whole race, but sure as hell want to stay with it for as long as I can. Come on. I've achieved staying with them for 1 lap. Starting to get a little bit more strung out.
There were a couple of times I nearly lost the back of the group. I had to bust a gut to get back on. Oh, sorry that I'm not watching any other racing. I just concentrate on staying in this group. I think the first C cap behind us is 11 seconds behind now. S. Greaves. A nice big group here. P. Elmer, S. Dearden, Elmer Carleen, A. Dix, A. Cos, C. Little, DC Marks, oh, and a few others. Oh, just going to try and hold on to the back of these for as long as I can. And I guess, in racing terms, hope that a few fall off the back so that the group will keep me ahead. Sorry, guys. So the sea cat rider came past, taken, couldn't see who it was with them on the back wheel. And I think is that A. Cos has gone as well to try and keep up. I can't tell from here. It's moving too quick, my brain's not working. B cat now 6 seconds behind. There goes the beast. C. White. There's Soren. There's P. Mac. Rolling in the D's apparently. You are definitely not a D cat rider. Although you did climb up. I've won 2 yesterday, so fair play. I'm losing them. There goes Eric, probably on his way to another victory. We've spread out and split up a little bit now. I think this is coming to the end of what I can give. It'll be interesting to see how these different splits end up. $2K left to go. Oh wow. I'm sorry that I'm not following any of the other race. I just can't at the moment. Oh. Lost that front group now, and I've lost legs. Oh, I shouldn't have pushed to stay with them. I think I'm going to lose this group now. Oh. I got nothing for a sprint. No way. Oh. 200 metres. There's the blue line. I don't have the sprint, but I may not have had the sprint, but I stayed with the group. That feels so good. Oh, I'm just going to recover for a minute. Let's have a look at the results then. So, surprise, surprise, Eric wins it, 27.47. Signup comes in second. Oh, it must have been a race to the line there with N Slevin. And C White only just behind, and S Greaves. And Soren. Man, I wish I'd seen that. I was too busy focusing on my race, but I bet that was an incredible sprint for the line. So, moving on from that then. D Matthews, a cat rider, C Waring in 8th. DC Marks, Jay Stevenson. And this is a group that stayed together for quite a long time. P Elmer, A Cos, and I think those are the guys that pulled away just as we came into that the straight before the turn. They sort of pulled away from us, and I busted a gut to stay with them, but I didn't have it. Then L McCarleen, P Abbott, C Little, A Evans, S Dearden in 18th. Then me, I had nothing. I tried to sprint at the end there, but no. There was nothing left in my legs whatsoever. P Mac, I don't quite know what you're doing down that far. Maybe your legs are hurting after yesterday. I'll have to catch up with you after. M Pierce in 21st. J Fieldu, A Dix, Gaza, S Little in 25th. R Stein, D Taylor 27th, I Davis 28th, and then apologies, G Sielkowski. Please let me know if I said that right or not. In 33 minutes. And I don't know, it does say there's 7 Zwifters still on the course. I don't know. But, so clearly, E Langva getting the A category. I think Signup is a B. Apologies if I got that wrong. And then the first C cat is S Greaves, who overtook us in that second lap, I think. And then the first D cat that came across the line is DC Marks, 29 minutes 12, just behind. So that was the best race I've ever had. I've never, ever stuck with a whole group for the whole ride. And there were moments that I had to put a lot in to catch back up if I dropped off the back, which left me nothing at the end. But that was, oh man, that was good. Thank you so much, everyone. Yeah, and I know there were a few new guys in there as well, doing a race for the first time. So hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for coming along, and keep at it. Keep joining, because this group's getting bigger. I can't remember how many we had last week. 29 finished so far. Not sure if there's anybody behind, but yeah. Brilliant. I'm going to do the usual. Have a shower, grab some dinner, and then I'll wrap up afterwards. See you in a bit. And look how good it was. Come on.
I thoroughly enjoyed that. That was so much fun. My aim was to stay with the group for 1 lap. I managed to do it for the whole race. I was spent at the end. It took everything to keep up with you guys, and yeah, so I tried to put out some extra power at the end, but I didn't have it. I just didn't have it. And I think what I didn't really appreciate when I was talking afterwards, because I was just trying to recover really, is how close some of those timings were. The guys just in front of me that I couldn't quite keep up with finished. So El McCarleen, P Abbott and C Little all finished on 29 minutes 25 seconds. A Evans a second behind, and S Dearden on 29.27. So that it was so close up to that point, and me another second behind. And then the groups that we saw before that were so close coming up to the line, it was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And I think I got the distance right, to as close as we're going to get it really. So I kind of know what I'm doing for future races. Need to lead in and then the lap length afterwards. If we do more than 1 lap, if we don't do more than 1 lap, that it's a nice easy thing to set up. But I think that worked okay. I haven't caught up with anyone about the start timers or anything. They seemed okay. Obviously the quicker riders seemed to catch. There were a few B's and C's in amongst the results further down. So maybe maybe that is right. As again, it's going to be when we can't keep moving it, because you never know how many A's and B's and C's are going to be in the race. So, and it will always be a moving feast. My arm, it's hurting, but it didn't affect the riding at all, which is good. I did wonder whether if I was really going for it, it would cause me a bit of discomfort, but it didn't. I'd be interested to see what it's like tomorrow, but we'll see. We'll see at the time. And yeah, so again, awesome ride. I'm going to go to bed probably about now, and I'll probably just replay it loads of times through my head before I fall asleep. But thank you everyone for coming along. And next up, group ride on Saturday. I don't know if I'm going to do anything tomorrow yet. I've still got my other workout to do this week. It depends how my legs feel tomorrow. I might leave that till Sunday, but we'll see. But yeah, I will see you when I see you. It's Saturday, which means it is group ride day, and today is also my birthday. And I wasn't actually going to shout about it, but my wife got me a brilliant card. I'll try and show it on here. Have a look on Facebook, it's better quality. Look. That's absolutely hilarious. All about the YouTube channel. My favourite bit is how many monitors is too many. Love it. What a great card. We've got about, I don't know, 20 minutes to go to the group ride. I'm going to get myself set up. Weigh-in this week. I weighed in yesterday. I didn't get time to record any of it, but another pound off this week, so still moving in the right direction, which is good. Positive week so far. I can still feel that race from Thursday in my legs though. Still feel it. This little group ride will be good to just loosen those legs up, get them going, and I can ride at whatever comfortable pace I feel like. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'll see you in a bit.
Right, we're off then. Nice flattish route this week, 60 minutes. No climbing, which is good. And I promised my daughter, she said I've got to wear this hat for today's ride, so I've got the hat on. I don't know how long it'll last, but here we go. Okay, so the band working strong again today to get everyone together. So a few people at the front pushing some big watts, which is having an effect of pulling us all together, stringing us out to get us all back together again. I'm feeling quite strong considering I was aching a lot on the ride on Thursday, so that's a positive. We're 37 minutes in, so we're over halfway. We've been round once. I wouldn't be surprised if we get round again. And as usual, good chat on the Discord. Oh, enjoyed it. And there we go, over the line. Awesome ride again. Thank you guys. Thank you for coming along. We had all sorts of things going on. Max Watts challenges. Over 1,500, I think, was the winner in the end. Top effort. But I'm going to jump off, get myself showered, and my wife has ordered a lunch for us to have today delivered. So looking forward to that. I'll see you in a bit.
Okay, so shower done, and this is what my wife had delivered yesterday. This looks amazing. So, it's an afternoon tea. So we've got the tea, but it comes with scones or scones, however you say it. Who knows? I'm not going to get into that argument, but it comes with the cream and the jam, and then the top bit is one for children that they do. So that isn't vegan, and then the bottom one is the vegan selection. So we've got Scotch eggs, sausage rolls, little pies, cakes and stuff, and then just the bit of other stuff on the side there. So we just had to pop some of that in the oven for a couple of minutes, about 15 minutes, and it's all good to go. And that is from a company called Piglet's Pantry. Yeah, ordered yesterday, I ordered during the week and delivered today, so I can't wait to tuck in, so I'm going to do that now. See you in a bit. Massive thumbs up for that dinner. It was delicious. I couldn't even eat it all in the end. There's a couple of sausage rolls in the fridge. Or not sausage rolls. I don't actually know what those ones were made from. The Scotch egg was a beetroot wrapped in sort of breadcrumbs and other stuff. which is a little bit too much. I don't mind beetroot, but I'm not a huge lover of it. And the pie was onions and mushrooms, absolutely delicious. And cakes were good too, so a huge thumbs up. And actually the child's part came with little biscuits that she could top with icing and marshmallows and chocolate buttons and stuff that all came in the pack. So yeah, that was brilliant, and I thoroughly enjoyed the birthday. It's been great fun today, and especially the group ride, which was good. And then part towards the end, there started to be a competition for who could put out the most number of watts. And I mean, the winner, Tim White, hit 1,550 something watts. I caught it on camera. I'll put it in now. Massive, well done. I mean, that's a number I couldn't even dream of getting close to. So there was a few people talking in the group rides about the banding effect and stuff. We do get strung out a little bit because we've got some very strong riders who are out the front putting out a lot of watts, and we've got some very new riders at the back putting out less. And whilst the band keeps us together, there's quite a extreme, which obviously creates an average, but with big numbers at either end, and struggles to keep us together in a blob. The thing I would say, I take that group ride as a bit of fun. I love having a chat. I love talking on Discord and stuff. I'm not doing it to try and hit segment scores and all of that sort of thing. So, you know, it's not the group rides that other people run, the proper group rides that advertised at 1.5 watts or 2.5 watts or whatever, and they all group around the leader. I understand that they have issues with they have flyers off the front. They have people complaining that it's higher than the advertised watts and all of that stuff. I'm not interested in that. For me, this is just getting us guys together on a Saturday to have a ride, have a chat, and just stretch the legs. So when we started doing the well, not we, because I didn't, but the watts challenges, I quite enjoyed that. That was good fun. So yeah, we are at the end of another week. We have trialed this week, and I think it's worked, an app that we can use to sign up for group rides. So from this point, there's going to be 2 different ways to sign up for our rides. We've got the Thursday group ride and next Saturday's race. No, other way around. Thursday race, Saturday group ride. The 2 different ways to sign up are going to be a link to a Google Forms, which I tried on the Facebook group this week and it worked. So you just click on the link, fill in your Zwift name, click on the ride you want to come along to and hit send. And that will send that information through to me and I can add you to the ride. Something a little bit more complex, but I think much better for the people who are going to come on regular rides with us, is an app called Spond. It does require a sign up to the team, so I'll put a link in the description below, and I'll put it on Facebook. Once you've signed up to the team, every time that I set up any kind of ride, I can just press the button and it will fire it out to all team members, and all you have to do is click accept or reject. It syncs with your calendar, so you can keep your rides in whatever calendar that you normally use. And also there's chat functions on there and polls and all sorts of other things, a bit like Facebook really. And a messenger function too. So I think that would be really useful. If anybody coming on to regular rides, then I'd sign up for that. I think that's a good option. And then if you're slightly less regular and you're happy to fill in a form in every week, then yeah, just use the Google Forms. And someone's at my front door. That was good timing, wasn't it? So yeah, links for those below. Sign up for next week. I'm looking forward to the race. I don't know what courses we'll do yet, but should be good. To summarise this week then, what have I done? 3 rides this week. This, as you see, I've got a strap on my wrist because it was okay earlier this morning, but I've sat down this afternoon and it's starting to ache again. It doesn't help. That's the hand I hold my phone with, and I think it's not allowing it to heal. So that's sort of the downside of the week. But best race I've ever been a part of on Thursday. Absolutely loved that. And then the group ride again today. So going into next week, I'm going to try and pick up to the 4 a week again. I have got to try and finish this week's second workout. I might try and do that tomorrow. We'll see how it goes, but that'll be in next week's vlog. And yeah, try and fit in the usual rides during the week. So yeah, massive positive week. Oh, and a £1 weight loss. So hugely positive week for me. Come along to the ride, sign up below. If you're feeling a bit nervous and thinking, oh, it's my first ride, don't want to do it, everyone is brilliant. Come along, enjoy it. The group ride is a banded group ride. It keeps, if you're putting out half a watt per kilogram, it will keep you with us. So come along, enjoy it. Aside from that, hit the like button, subscribe, all of that sort of stuff. And I'll see you next week.